Margaret Lee. She was a British actress who was a popular leading lady in Italian films in the 1960s and 1970s. She was educated at the Italia Conti Theatre School in London, graduating in 1960. She moved to Rome shortly afterwards to pursue a career in films. Her film debut came in the sword and sandal adventure Fire Monsters Against the Son of Hercules, 1962, where she played the female lead alongside Reg Lewis. She was born on August 1943. She died on 24th of April, 2024, at the age of 80. Graham Webb. He was an Australian radio and television broadcaster and producer. Webb began his radio career at 2TM, Tamworth, New South Wales in 1954. In 1955, he moved to Brisbane to become the junior announcer for 4BH, before moving on to 4GY Gympie to gain more experience. In late 1957, Webb joined radio station 2UE, where he hosted the first Top 40 radio show on Sydney Radio in the late 1950s. He died on 24th of April, 2024, at the age of 88. Anderson Leonardo. He was a Brazilian singer, composer, and instrumentalist. He became well known for being a member of the group Malejo. Anderson had a career spanning over 30 years. Anderson was the nephew of singer Elza Soares. He gained fame in music in the early 1980s when he joined the group Malejo, becoming a reference in Pagoda. His birth date is August 1972. He died on 26th of April, 2024, at the age of 51, died from pulmonary embolism. Jean-Pierre Ferland. He was a Canadian singer and songwriter. Ferland began work with Radio Canada in 1956 as an accountant, but his career there was short-lived. Shortly after, he began taking guitar lessons with Stephen Fentock and began to fall in love with music, writing his first musical pieces. From 1962 to 1970, Ferland spent much time in Europe, writing music and recording albums, as well as performing at a multitude of venues, including shows in Olympia and Bobino. In 1968, he won the Academy Charles Cross Award. In 1970, he launched a disc John which sold 60,000 copies within a year and was followed by live shows at the Montreal's Place des Arts. His birth year is June 1934. He died on 27th of April, 2024, at the age of 89. No cause of death was given. Wally Dallenbach Sr. He was an American racing driver and official. He competed primarily in championship cars and was the winner of the 1973 California 500. After Dallenbach's retirement from driving, he served for more than 20 years as chief steward of competition for championship auto racing teams. Dallenbach nearly won the 1975 Indianapolis 500, dueling with A.J. Foyt for many laps. Dallenbach joined CART as competition director in 1980 and became chief steward of the series in 1981, a position he held until 2004. He began a professional racing career during the middle 1980s. His birth date is December 1936. He died on 29th of April, 2024, at the age of 87. No cause of death was given. Billy Reil. He was an American professional wrestler who worked primarily the Northeastern Independent Circuit in the United States. A longtime veteran of the tri-state area, he was a mainstay of Jersey All-Pro Wrestling during the late 1990s. He was also a guest writer for wrestling websites such as wrestling-news.com, most notably his Real World and Billy Reil Uncut columns. Reil was also a classically trained actor, having starred in films such as Purgatory and The Pit. His birth date is June 1979. He died on 29th of April, 2024, at the age of 44. Cause of death is not known. Zack Norman. He was an American actor, comedian, film producer, and art collector. Norman is best known for his acting role as the sidekick of Danny DeVito's character in 20th Century Fox's Romancing the Stone, 1984. As an art collector, he sold a Jean-Michel Basquiat piece for a then record-breaking $110.5 million in 2017. Norman began performing as a stand-up comedian in strip joints and nightclubs while producing his first off-Broadway play, the New York premiere of John Arden's Live Like Pigs, which opened on June 1965. He appeared in Ragtime, 1981, and Cadillac Man, 1990. He was also seen as Kaz Naiman in Paramount Classics Festival in Cannes, 2001. In 1986, Norman co-wrote and co-produced Chief Zabu, which was also his directing debut. He appears in the film as a real estate mogul. He made his television debut in 1953 at the age of 12 on WBZ-TV Boston's Community Editions talent show. He was born on May 1940. He died on 28th of April, 2024, in Burbank, California, at the age of 83, died of natural causes.